Hey, I'm going to share how I put videos onto Canvas for students to complete when they have been absent for a day. I want them to watch the video that we recorded from our class for that day, and I want them to answer a question just so I can make sure that they actually understand what it is that they were learning in class that day. And I was trying to find a solution to a few issues that I had. Was I wanted to make sure they watched the whole video. If I just put the video onto Canvas, I can't ensure that they watch the whole video. Also, um, with Google, with Canvas quizzes, I could see how much of the video that they watched, but still I couldn't force them to watch the entire video before answering the question. So my next try was to try with the Edpuzzle, but Edpuzzle has limited storage on its free version. So I looked towards Nearpod, and Nearpod is going to be the answer. Nearpod and YouTube combined. The video will be stored on YouTube, so you'll have endless storage on YouTube, but you'll be able to, through Nearpod, connected to your Canvas account, it will force the kids to watch the entire video before you have them answer the question. So I'm going to show you how exactly I do this. So after a video is finished being recorded and uploaded and it's saved to my computer, I go to my Nearpod account, and as you can see, I'm starting to get a small collection of Nearpod activities, but I have folders that I've created through here. I have some folders I've created for just regular activities that we do in class, and then I have folders for just the Zoom classes because I'm expecting a lot of videos and activities to be uploaded into the Zoom classes. So after you create your folders, you are going to create your video. So you just go to create and video. And the option we're going to select up here, we're not going to upload the video, even though the video is on our computer, because that'll take a lot of storage, and Nearpod doesn't allow, on the basic version, a lot of storage for videos. So you can't upload videos over 10 minutes. So we're going to use YouTube. Now, for this, you have to search, and what we're going to do is after we upload it to YouTube, we're going to type in the URL right here. So let's go and add it to YouTube. So here you can see my YouTube channel that we have through our school, and I have all of these videos, and I have playlists so I can keep all the classes together. I like to keep things organized. So the way that you get a video onto YouTube is pretty simple. You just click up the right-hand corner right here with create once you're logged in, and upload video. And this is where you're going to upload the video to. You'll add in the information like the title of the video. You can add it to your playlist if you want to add it to your playlist, and then save your video from there. When you save it, make sure that you save it as public, or else you won't be able to search for it on Nearpod. Yes, true, and then people can technically search for it, but they will only see what you allow them to see. So that's basically just the recording. Just make sure there are no student visual pictures being displayed on when you are doing your recording. Just keep those on a second screen. So if you have any questions on how to do that, then you can look for other YouTube videos that will show you how to do that. But this will only work for student privacy if you keep this student pictures out and their faces when you are zooming with them off of there. Now, when you are ready, you are going to get the link to this. So in order to get the link, you can click on the video, and I'll give you all the details, and you can copy the link right here. This is how you copy it. And now I am ready to go back to Nearpod, and I'm going to paste it in here and click search, and there is my video that has popped up. I will click on that video and then click save. Now, once I'm in the video, it's all saved in there. It doesn't take up any storage. It just links it to the YouTube video. So now you can add activities. You can add either open-ended question or a multiple choice question. I always do mine as open-ended questions, but you can do either or. If you do the multiple choice, it can be graded automatically. So I want to make sure that the kids do not answer the questions until it's at the very end. So you can drag this to the very end of your video, and you can trim it. You can take out certain parts. If there's a certain part, say that there is a part that you recorded that it does show students on it, you can just trim that out. So you can do that right here. Then once you have your cursor down to the very end of the video, because I want them to answer the question at the end, then I'll add an activity, type in a question like, what was the main idea from today's lesson? And then click save. And now you can see my open-ended question right here. You can also add as many questions as you want throughout the course of that video. It's up to you. Then you click save. And now it's in your library for you to use. That's when I would drag it to whatever folder I need it to go into for that class. And now you have your activity all set up. Now to add it to Canvas is just the same thing as you do for any other external tool. You can create a new assignment. And once you're ready to edit, I just usually have a statement that tells them they have to answer the question at the end of the video in order to get credit for the class. For all these, just because you have to go into it and manually grade it if it's an open-ended question. If it's not, it'll grade it itself. So I set it to 1 because 1 point, because if it's 0, then it'll show up as 0 even if it has been submitted. So I won't really know if it's been submitted or not because it'll say 0. So I always have a point other than 0. You can always click on this. That's what I do. Don't count it towards a final grade. That way, if it says 0, then I know they've turned it in and I need to grade it. If it says 1, then they have already gotten credit for that. So you add it through your external tool with Nearpod. And then if you just have it out, it'll be out here. If it's in one of your folders, you'll find it here. And then when you hover over it, you can do live participation or student paste. When you're adding it to Canvas, definitely use student paste so they can do it whenever they need to. And now we'll save it. And now it shows just like it shows to the students. If you were going to take for example, you could join your lesson and it takes you right to the video. Here's my wonderful video. They cannot skip ahead. They have to watch the whole thing and they can't get to that question right here. You'll see multiple blue dots if there's questions throughout, but you can't get to there until you watch the entire thing. And then you have to answer the question. And you can see in my grade book here that there's a student that is working on completing it, has not completed it, but this is what it looks like once they begin it. Then it shows that they have at least started the lesson, ready for you to look at through their Nearpod reports. And another reason why I like to put 1 when they have completed it or when they're done, make it out of 1 for the Zoom class, is just so I can also make sure that I know who has maybe watched it and didn't actually answer the question or who actually should get credit. So this is what it looked like. And then I also know that it has been received, it has been graded, and everything should be good to go. So that's it.